Hello, today I will give you a short overview on a new format I will be doing. It was suggested by the subscriber Nasha Nafaul. I hope I got the name right. And initially I was reluctant to do a book review as he suggested, but I thought a little bit about it and I think I can do something similar. And it will be not a review in the classical sense, because the thing is, I use books. I don't actually completely read them. I read only parts of them. And also many times because I need to extract information out of there, answer questions, find details that I need for visualizations or other stuff. And for transparency reasons, I will give you at the beginning of the review an information what I did with the book. Which also brings me to the next point, how the review will look like. Well, first, I will mention what is my experience with the book. I used it for like this and that video, and also how much I read it. So like I read chapter 3 like 2 times. I read a part of chapter 1 or something like that. The next is, which is optional, how did you come across this book? This is especially important if I get a recommendation by a valid source or if it's recommended over and over again by different people. In this part I will talk about the intended audience and if there are any warnings you should be aware of, if it's overly complicated or overly simplified. Next is, how is the usability of the book? Does it have a general index? This is very common in books from the United States, but in many German publications there is a certain lack of even any index sometimes, which is quite disturbing. How good is the section on sources? Are they used mainly primary or secondary sources? Furthermore, some information on the footnotes, how they are used, do they contain meaningful information or not? Then what is special about this book? Everything that's rare or extraordinary. Can be positive or negative stuff. How visually engaging is the book? This means how many maps are included and how well are they done. Any illustrations and what quality are they of? Are they useful or are they just fillers? Any charts, what is the quality? Is the data valid? Often you use charts and you can't get the actual numbers out of the charts. Those would be low quality charts. Now photos is very important because photos can be used in a very meaningful way. For instance, giving you a better feel of the battlefield or a situation. But often they are just used as fillers. Then stats, data, sources and details. For instance, how many stats and data is in text and in tables? How are they accessible? Is there an index on the tables? Or is the data just provided in the text and you need to dig through the whole book to get to the data? How are the sources used? Are they included in a strong way or just as a byproduct? And finally, is the book straight to the point and skips on details? Or is it more a detailed approach that digs deeper into certain topics? And finally, number of pages and the prices for the different regions. And finally, my thoughts on the value to price ratio of the book. And then, as a final check, any reasons to buy or not buy the book. So as always, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. And see you next time.